Good morning. So here we are in the shed with the 8100. Finally, gonna have a go at getting this roof off. So first of all, let's lift ourselves up in our little cherry picker thing. Quite a handy tool. Up we go. Wine handle. And before you know it, we're up there. So, what I'm looking to do is get this tractor roof off today. Basically, get rid of these spotlights, fill the holes, give the roof a damn good clean, maybe a wash if it needs it, and see what's underneath. I've owned the tractor for 14 odd years, as I keep going on about. I've never looked inside there, so we'll see what's in there. Hopefully the mice haven't been in it, but I'm not expecting it to be very pretty in there. So what we need to do, we need to undo that bolt there and one the other side. We need to take off these rear spotlights, and then from memory, I think the whole lot just sort of hinges up and there's a prop underneath it. And from there, I think we undo the bolts for the hinges and we get the whole lot off. Hopefully using our cherry picker thing we got here, which is quite a handy bit of kit. Be able to use that in some way to lift the roof down to the ground. We've not got a forklift or anybody else here today to help, so hopefully we do it safely. So let's get on with it. So we've got these bolts either side. Been off for some time. Just do this one-handedly. At least it's easier than being up a ladder, I suppose. That would be a bit dodgy. These bolts are also the ones that you use to lift the cab off with, or these bolt holes at least. So it's good that these will be in good condition, and don't want any strip threads on these ones. As I say, a lot of people do put a strap through the doors to lift these up, but this is where the proper Churchill lifting tool would go, in these eyes, in these little bolt holes. So I think it's important that they're in good order. Yeah, this one's almost out. Right. Yeah, that's okay, that is. Right, let's get over to the other side. So, I'm not 100% sure what the right size spanner is for these. I thought they were all Imperial bolts, but the 15mm fits well on here. I do remember someone saying that these cabs were all metric size bolts, whereas the rest of the tractor was Imperial. So anyway, we got a 15mm, fits on there perfectly. So that's what we'll carry on using. We'll have to disconnect the aerial wire as well when we hinge the lid up, the roof, because that looks like that might be the original aerial, so we want to look after that and keep that well. But yeah, those threads are all good, so that's another one out. We'll do the rear spotlights now. Right, so we'll try and take these spotlights off now, work lights. So these are the original lamps for this tractor. This one's had the glass taken out of it a long time ago. But they're tiny little metal things. I think they might be radot or something, I'm not sure. But these need to come out off the roof to hinge the whole lot up. Now this one has been taken off ages ago. So we'll try and undo this. It's gonna be tight. And I think the nut is, held into the plastic roof above. So I'm very worried it's gonna break the sort of nut out of the fiberglass, but it's got to come out, oh god, no matter what. So we'll just gently do that and deal with it, whatever happens after. Oh, actually, that's coming. Okay, I thought I was going to just turn the captive nut. Okay, this might not be too bad. It's coming. Oh, nice. Right, that's that one then. Yeah, that's good. Nice one. Right, we can reposition the ladder. I couldn't fit my cherry picker thing behind the cab. And I'm going to try and take this work lamp off of the spindle, the threaded captive bolt first. And then we'll try and do the same with that one. And then, pretty sure, we'll be ready to raise the roof. So let's go move this ladder. Right, so I forgot about this one. There's a bolt at the front of the cab, which I can't remember ever. Maybe, I presume this is original, but I can't remember having to undo these. It's been a long time since I've taken a cab off a tractor or roof off. Right, that feels a bit crusty, that does. Been sitting in that gutter, all the muck for years. Yeah, that's not as good as the other ones. Anyway, let's see if that lifts up yet or not. It might. Oh, it does. So we need 2 people really. I'm going to get a little bit of wood or something to prop that up and see if I can stand on the bonnet or something. But it feels promising. Right, let's have a look. Let's go and find some other bits to mess around with. Right, what we're going to do is try and take this lamp off of the stalk bracket thing so that I can get to this nut under here. I've just tried to undo this one and it is not coming off. Like the other one came off easily. So I think we're going to take this apart bit by bit. So I get this, everything I think is seized up with this one. And it's probably why the lamp's still on here. When I first got it, I think I probably went to take these lamps off to have a look at them. And this one was probably seized and I gave up. So what I'll do is snip these wires. And we're going to just snip that because we're going to replace all that anyway. Get rid of that. Now, I think even this little bolt in here is seized into the bracket. So if I can maybe just snap that off. Oh my God, that is tight. Everything is solid on this. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but no, I probably can't. Yeah, that's, oh, well, that's that head broken. The bolt head's broken. So we might be able to, God, even though the bolt's undone, that's still seems solid. Actually, we can fold that up now. If we raise that up, we might be able to get a spanner on that. Let's find a 19. Right, let's see. No, I just can't get a spanner on that. I've already tried with the ratchet, where I can't notice. I've already tried to undo this, and that is turning, sort of turning in the roof, that is. Oh, which I don't really want, but that is absolutely solid. Ouch, that's quite sharp. Right, let's give it one more. Oh, that's tight. I don't want the lamp to turn. Oh, okay, well, that's broken the end of the bolt off. So this hopefully will come off now. This is. Come on. What is going on with this? Oh, there's another nut on there. Oh, I see. Or do I? I don't know. Right, I'm going to just pour this in while I try and get the nut out of the socket. Feels like there's another nut on there. I think there's 2 locked together. Right, stop it coming undone. Let's have another go in a minute. Right, let's have another go. We've got the old bolt out of the socket. Let's try this on this one. Oh, there we go. There we go. So that's broken as well. So that should come off now. It should. Why is it not coming off? Why is that not coming off? Ouch. Bloody sharp that was. Excuse my language. Right, come on. Come on. Bought a hammer with me this time. I don't want to bend that spotlight bracket. No matter how useless they are at lighting up the... That's something that's a washer fell off. Yeah, the chronically poor spotlights those, but we don't want to break it. Okay, so So here we are, managed to get all the bolts undone to fashion. One of those rear ones wasn't particularly clever, but we got it off again. So for the first time, goodness knows when, this roof's getting lifted up. Oh my god, everything is sea solid. Oh, this is when I find out I can't get it up high enough because of the spotlights. Oh, there you go, in the hole there. So that's it. We have the roof up. And what we got in here, absolutely minging, to be honest. Wow, that is filth, man. We will get the camera over here in a minute, see what we can see. Then we'll have a look at the back to see if I can remember how we're going to get the hinges off. But anyway, the roof's up. It's got all heater matrix, heater pipes. Yeah, it's pretty minging under here. I can see all the bolts we need to take off to lift the bottom piece of plastic up, and they're all rusted away pretty badly. But anyway, yeah, at least we're inside it now. Fantastic. Right, we finally got the lights off. Didn't film that bit again, it just happened. It's all a bit precarious on the bonnet there. So we've got the old spotlights off. Whoever put those on probably thought they were the bee's knees in the day, and they probably were with all these extra lights on the front, but really don't fit in with what I want for this restoration. So next thing to do, we'll just move the cherry pick around in a minute and we'll have a look to see how these hinges actually fitted on. I've disconnected the aerial wire from the back of the radio, which is sort of down there. So that'll come off. So the only thing's holding this roof on now is the two hinges at the back and this prop on the front. So we'll have a look at that in a minute and see how we can get the whole lot off. Okay, so we've had a quick look at these hinges at the back here, and it would appear that that is kind of a floating sort of hinge. So if you lift it up at the front, you can do so. But I think if we were to let this roof back down, we should be able to lift the whole thing just up and maybe bring it across and drop it down onto the bonnet, I think, and sort of manhandle it down somehow. But there's nothing actually bolting that at the back. So yeah, it's a little bit different to what I remember, but it has been quite a few years now. So I'm going to drop it back down again and try lifting it up. We'll see how we get on. I'm going to turn you off for a minute. Right, we'll try this as safely as we can. We shall see. All goes wrong, this video is going to be being framed and I'll pay towards my funeral costs. Right, here we go. So the roof is on a block at the moment on the back. I lifted it up. Hopefully I can slide this forwards. Yeah, it's not as heavy as I thought actually. Hopefully we'll get this down in one piece. Because finding good second-hand ones of these is virtually impossible. And this is not a bad roof actually. Oop. Not sure what we're going to do with this. Okay. This front on the bonnet perhaps. That's getting there. Right, I think I'm going to pass this down the side actually. Should be alright. Here it comes. Okay, that's on the floor. Happy day. So there we got it. Roof is all off and outside ready to be washed now. I'm going to just look round it for the first time. Not sure what all these numbers are. I've been written on in pen. Somebody wrote on there about 50 years ago. Probably the first time this roof's ever been off. It's probably been lifted up, but I doubt it's ever been off. So we need to fill these holes here. There's where the front spotlights were. Fill those. Probably put some fiberglass over the inside and fill it from the outside. Take this aerial off for now, so keep that in good condition and keep the wire out of the way. Clean all these bits up. Here are the brackets that were those floating hinges, and that hole there is where the rear plough lamp bolted into. Now this one came out really easily, if you remember, but this side, which I didn't film because it's an absolute pig, this one, that snapped off, and this would not come out of that bracket, and it made a small hole in the fiberglass skin that this roof sits on, which has got to be fixed now. But now this is all apart, we can take that apart, straighten it, should be no problem. That strip there with the 3 screws in, that holds the number plate bracket on from the outside. Now this one's completely rotted off, we've got nothing left of it, but I've got another one somewhere which I bought years ago from Robert Rates. It's in really good order. It's got the original white number plate lamps and everything. We've got 2 plough lamps for it somewhere. They'll need a bit of a sandblast and refurb, but let's have a look on the outside of this roof. Let's let it down. They're quite light actually, lighter than I remembered. See, although it's got loads of mould and algae on it, it's quite good nick actually. The corners normally take a bit of a beating. There is a little bit on the other rear corner that's been knocked, just there, if you can see that, but it's not too bad, it's all there. This is no big missing chunks. See, that's the remainder of the number plate bracket there, completely rotted off. But yeah, we'll have this looking good. A good wash, that'll transform that, and then we'll make some decisions on whether it needs painting or what. I rather suspect it will do, because we've got to fill those holes at the front. But I'm happy to have that off. What I'll probably do is end that video here, and then we'll do a bit more, clean out the roof of the tractor. Let's have a quick look, see. Go through all this junk. We've got rubbish everywhere in here at the moment. It's a right mess. So we've got the top of the roof off, obviously. We can hoover all that out. Make sure all the nuts and bolts come apart. So when the time taking the cab off comes, we'll be in a better position to do that. But yeah, bit of progress today, actually something meaningful. Weather's certainly starting to turn now. It's getting cold and damp in here, but we'll do what we can when we can. Anyway, till next time, if you want to press the subscribe button, that'll help me out immensely. And if you press the bell notification, you'll get to know when the next video comes out. So take it steady, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye bye.